Welcome back to the Birdhouse Dynasty Trade Show tonight, and we're going live right during the end of my Buccaneers Falcons Thursday night thriller here. It is coming right down to the end with the Bucs. Already had heartbreak earlier tonight with my Brewers going down in Game 3. Gets the Mets with Pete Alonso's big 3-run homer in the top of the ninth. Just heart-wrencher there for the Brewers, but my Buccaneers looking to pull it back for me. Anyway, let's get into some trades because that's why you guys are tuning in, right? Let's see here. Well, what do we want to show you guys tonight? Let's just do it this way here. I guess we'll just we're just gonna do it this way. Keep it easy. Right. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna get into the latest deal that we just had go down in my Turtle League, and that would be a deal including Rashee Rice. I just went into rebuild mode for this league after winning it last year. Had a lot of old pieces and have been selling some off. I sold Pittman after week 1, got rid of Mike Evans and James Conner. Now I look to get rid of Jacoby Myers and get out of Brandon Ayuk, and I did so with Frosties and Colin. Getting the injured Rashee Rice and a 3rd rounder, I think this deal works out well for both of us. Colin is at 5-3 and needs wide receiver help. Most importantly, he needs points. Yes, Rashee Rice, who knows what's up with the injury. Chiefs are being very, very secretive now. I mean, the fact is, with the knee swelling, who knows how much damage is going to be revealed with the injury, but personally, I don't care either way. I'm not looking at getting anything out of Rice till 2026 because with the injury and the suspension, who knows how much he'll actually play in 2025. I mean, obviously and Bucky Irving just fumbled. That is not good. 2:48 left in the 4th, and Bucky Irving just dropped it on the turf. Oh, boy. All right, let's get into the next trade, though. To finish up, if you're a rebuilding team, Rashee Rice is a nice target right now. Now, I don't know if the owner is going to be willing to trade him quite yet because we don't know exactly the extent of the injuries, but, he's obviously going to be out a while, and so they're not going to be getting any points from Rashee Rice. So I would think that he'd be wanting to trade Rashee Rice. Bottom line is, it can't hurt to check it out. Okay, we're going to get over to another deal. This one was including Jared Goff, most importantly. And so in this deal, Break Yourself is in a little bit of a rebuild mode, and he wanted to get off of Jared Goff. So he gave him to NLS 2K here. Mark needing a quarterback in his contending team. He's 8-0 right now, but just has Baker and Kirk Cousins, I believe. So he was looking to upgrade a little. I don't know how much Goff really is an upgrade from Cousins. I mean, Cousins seems to be putting it together pretty well for the Falcons right now. The Lions are a better team than the Falcons, so I can understand wanting to roll with Goff instead of Cousins for sure. Break Yourself on the other side, Anthony gets Tank Dell and Xavier Legette in this deal. So 2 nice young wide receivers. I don't mind either of them. Dell, of course, has been banged up this season thus far. And then Xavier Legette has not quite yet broken out, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does so very soon. Xavier Legette possesses a nice skill set, very similar to Deebo Samuel. And so if you can get your hands on him now or want to, I would do so as soon as possible, because a breakout game is imminent for Xavier Legette. This was a very fair deal on both ends. I mean, Keenan Allen thrown into the deal gives Mark NLS2K a solid veteran that he can plug in to his lineup for a hopeful championship run. It is a league I am in, so I'm not hoping for a championship for him, but that will be yet to be determined. We got a long way to go this year, but nice trade for both. Nice trade for both sides in this one. All right. And we're going to move back up. We had a lot of action here in this Dynasty Land League over the past week. It all started out on Friday, and it's funny how one trade can just all of a sudden get things rolling. And so I'm just trying to find it here. I'm going to go to the first trade, because we had 3 crazy deals go down back to back on Friday night. And here it is. So we'll start off with this one with Hergot and Brijek. So Brijek's in a massive rebuild, and he had Brian Robinson and some other running backs that have been performing pretty well so far this year. And so he decided to unload Brian Robinson to kick things off. And there's a pick. Yes, I think Levante David may have just sealed it tonight for my Buccaneers. Thank God. All right. Anyway, back to this trade. So Hergot, looking for some running back depth, was able to toss his 27th first rounder at Brijek. And Brian Robinson comes over to Hergot. Now, something behind the scenes here for this deal is that Brian Robinson going off of Brijek's roster actually helps Hergot, because Hergot has Brijek's 25 first. So not that Brandon was really going to be contending this season, but it does help the pick value of the 25 first for Hergot here. So that's something that was a little maybe left out and people didn't quite catch when this deal went down. So good job, Hergot. Brijek definitely doing what's got to be done. And next up, I got involved with Brijek. He also had Jonathan Brooks on his roster, so I, figured I'd ask what would it cost. And so I knew that Brandon was a few years out, so I knew that he'd be interested in 26 and 27 picks. So I started this off by offering him the 27s because I didn't want to push it out too far. I wanted to try and hang on to the 26s, but he came back with this 26 first and second, along with him getting his own 25 third back. In return, I received Jonathan Brooks and Khalil Shakir. This locks down the Carolina backfield for me, and I'm contender here. So I was looking to solidify my running back depth there. I have CMC sitting on IR, and I am just not counting on anything from him this season. So we'll see. I mean, the rumors are back in November, but I don't know. I don't want to play that game where I'm putting my hopes alone on CMC. So I was trying to strengthen the backfield. I do have Josh Allen in this league, so Khalil Shakir is a nice little stack that I was able to accomplish here as well. All right, so and after that deal, we were not done in Dynasty Land. Oh no, we had one more big one, and this one was with Brock Purdy. Yes, Brock Purdy. So, what do we think about Brock? Huh? Well, let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon likes him because he was willing to mortgage a lot of his future here. Both his first and seconds in 26 and 27 for Brock Purdy. Now, Chris Cash Money had to be just smashing this. Brock Purdy, I think I've got around quarterback 13, 14, 15, somewhere in there in that tier, just below like Caleb Williams and Anthony Richardson. I actually moved down to quarterback 11, and so got him back to back with Caleb Williams right now, and then Purdy, Dak, Goff, I think, is in there. So, but Purdy is definitely younger than those two. So I see the definite advantage to owning Brock. But this just seems like a steep price. However, you gotta know the market in your leagues, and quarterbacks have been quite expensive in this league. Just a year and a half ago, Herbert went for 4 firsts, I think. So when guys want their quarterbacks, it's tough to trade. I mean, especially when you're just giving up straight draft picks. All right. He wasn't getting any kind of quarterback in return here. So Chris Cash Money is also in a rebuild. This league is 5 years in. So there's a few teams that are just, strictly in rebuild mode. And so he's got a couple of years before he'll be competing. This just adds to the treasure chest of draft picks that he has. So we'll see. Brock Purdy definitely is going to help. Definitely going to help Rob out there with his championship quest. All right. Next up, I want to go back to Jonathan Brooks. I was able to acquire him in another league, and that would be, let's see, that would be my Cannonball League. And in this league, oh boy, where is it? Let's bring it up. This league, I continued to go after Jonathan Brooks because apparently Brandon really is off on him. And so this one, I own Brandon's first pick, and he's rebuilding, and first pick in 2025. So I owned essentially the 101. All right. Now, I didn't really want to get rid of it, but when I'm looking at this from the perspective that, in 2025, I was going to be drafting a running back. So I'd rather have the points from that first round running back right now. And I know Brooks isn't playing yet, but he should be back in a few weeks, and we'll see. I mean, Chuba is looking great right now, so I don't know what kind of split we're going to end up with there in Carolina. That's yet to be seen. But Chuba is a free agent after this year. So that means in 25, the backfield is Jonathan Brooks. All right. So I have no problem going after Jonathan Brooks right now. I obviously just traded for him in 2 leagues. So I got Brooks and depressed valued Jalen Waddle right now. Nobody wants to put Waddle into their lineups right now without Tua. But, I mean, he's going to produce once Tua gets back in. Where the speculations are anywhere from between weeks 8 and 10. So for the second half of the season, the major portion of the last 4 regular season games and into the playoffs, I should have Waddle going with a healthy Tua. So I like getting that in this deal. All right. Next up, I've got one more deal for you guys. You guys like what you've seen, be sure to smash the like and subscribe. And if you've got a deal that you want to be showing on here on the stream, just send it on over to me. I can give you my thoughts on your trades as well. Or just throw them down in the comments. I mean, I can do that as well. You can send them over to me at buymeacoffee.com/Birdhouse Dynasty Show, or you can join the Patreon and just upload it right away for you. Okay, let's show this one. Okay, so in this league, I am rebuilding super deep 16-man, 1 quarterback league, start 10. So this one, I had been trying to get rid of Kelsey all season, all off season, and nobody wanted to give me anything. I was trying to package him with whatever I could to get to a first, right? So then the Rashee Rice injury happens, and boom, I have my opportunity. And so I took every advantage that I could possibly take of it. So here we go. I had Jerome Ford as well. So I just packaged the two together, and I literally sent this trade out to numerous members in the league. Basically, anybody who had a 25 or 26 first remaining, I threw this trade out to. And that's how you have to be in some leagues, guys. You have to be the aggressor. Okay, you can't just throw your guy out on the block and then get pissed off because nobody's giving you any trade offers. Go ahead and make it happen yourself. That's how I made this trade happen. That's how I made the Rashee Rice trade happen. Okay, I was the aggressor. I put guys out there that I knew guys would be interested in. Okay, in the Rashee Rice deal, it was more so that I found somebody who needed points because they had Rashee Rice and they were counting on him heavily. And so, you know, this opportunity was there. So again, I took advantage of it. I got out of my Travis Kelce and I got at least a first for him. So I was happy to see that in the end. All right. So guys, let me know if you have any trades out there. Thank you for joining tonight. And we've got about 12 seconds left in this Bucs-Falcons game. Regulation, at least the Falcons are driving. They are at midfield. And let's see what Kirk Cousins can dial up here. I know a victory, that if Cousins could pull something out here, that would help his trade value for Mark there in Dynasty Land. But, oh, there we go. They don't have a timeout, though. It's going down 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh my God. They got it spiked with 1 second left. Oh, painful. Oof. Wow. Well, let's see. Koo has missed 2 field goals, had 1 blocked already tonight. So it hasn't been his evening so far. Let's see what happens. If anybody's got any comments out there, please just let me know. Questions. I'm all ears. Ready to help you guys out. Ready to help you become better Dynasty players however I can. I'm willing to do that. I love helping guys out. And even in the leagues that I'm in, I enjoy a healthy league. I don't like, some leagues get started up and then there's just some disastrous trades right off the bat. And the Falcons got to delay a game here. Raheem Morris not very happy about it. Oh, yeah, definitely play clock ran out well early on the Falcons. They weren't even close to being ready to kick that. So now Koo has what is this? Now it's a 52-yarder. And they're going to, I think Tampa called timeout. Yes, that's right. Freeze him up a little. Let him think about it a little more. I'm sure he's been thinking about his missed kicks on the sideline all evening. So why not let him think about it a little more? There we go. We already blocked 1 tonight. So Raheem Morris is not happy. He is hot there on the sideline for the Falcons. I'm laughing here, but if it was Todd Bowles, I'd probably just be like, yeah, I'm not surprised. Love Todd Bowles' defensive mind, but as a head coach, still waiting for it to see. I every time it comes down to close games, he just scares me. Ooh. All right, here we go. We're gonna head into overtime here. The Bucks heading back to Tampa with a win. Oh, right down the middle. Boom. We're going to OT, folks. Overtime it is, and the Bucks blow the lead. We had control of this one all night. Oh, all right. Well, thanks for joining me again tonight and putting up with me and my little rant about my own team. But again, feel free to hit the like and subscribe. Please leave any comments, questions, trade offers you've got out there. I will help you any way I can. And with that, I want to remind you to never stop working.